Trump trusted these people with everything, his cabinet, his secrets, and his second term, but now, one by one, they are tearing him down from the inside. Not Democrats, not the media, and not some special counsel, but his own people. What is happening inside the White House right now is something almost nobody expected, because the chaos is no longer coming from outside attacks. It is coming from the same people sitting in the same meetings, eating at the same tables, and pledging loyalty to the same man. And Trump is clearly losing patience, not quietly and not behind closed doors. The anger is starting to spill out through late-night posts and through aides quietly speaking to reporters in ways they never would have 6 months ago. One Republican senator summed it up with just 4 words by saying, "He's in a bad mood." But inside Washington, those words hit like an explosion because they were not talking about simple frustration. They meant the pressure inside that building has become so intense that even longtime loyalists are starting to ask themselves one terrifying question: am I next? To understand what is really happening, you have to see the full picture, because this is not just one crisis. It is several crises crashing together inside the same administration at the exact same time. It starts with the person who was supposed to protect him, Attorney General Pam Bondi, personally chosen by Trump himself as the person trusted to protect the institution that protects him, Brad. Now, she is facing impeachment calls and possible contempt of Congress proceedings over her handling of the Epstein files, the same files that were expected to disappear, the same files that keep resurfacing, and the same files dragging powerful names into public view that many people desperately wanted hidden. Bondi did not contain the situation, and now Congress is coming after her. Trump is reportedly already asking advisors who could replace her. His own attorney general may already be on the way out. But that is not even the part that truly shocked Washington. The bigger shock came when Howard Lutnick, the Commerce Secretary and one of the richest men Trump brought into his cabinet, suddenly became part of the Epstein file controversy. This is a man with direct influence over trade policy, tariffs, and major economic decisions affecting every American household. And now his name has reportedly appeared in recent file releases, not as a passing mention, but as someone whose connection requires explanation. According to multiple people familiar with the president's thinking, Lutnick could lose his job very soon. That is not random gossip. Those are insiders watching the walls close in and deciding they would rather speak now before everything collapses. Trump has reportedly been furious, not just because of the scandal itself, but because another trusted figure around him has become a major liability. Once again, a moment that should have represented strength has turned into another political disaster, Brad. Then there is Pete Hegseth, Trump's controversial defense secretary pick, who is now facing reports that he delayed or blocked promotions for more than a dozen female and black military officers across every branch of the armed forces, including the Army, Navy, Air Force, and Marines. Multiple officials independently confirmed the claims, and one senior official reportedly said no branch of the military has escaped this level of involvement. The timing could not be worse, because this is happening while Trump is dealing with an active war overseas. The last thing a wartime president needs is a defense secretary making headlines over accusations tied to race and gender while troops are still in combat. Army Chief of Staff General Randy George reportedly asked for a direct meeting with Hegseth to discuss the blocked promotions, but the meeting never happened. A defense secretary refusing to meet the Army's top general during an active military situation is exactly the kind of negative attention Trump reportedly told his team he cannot afford. And according to insiders, the West Wing is deeply unhappy. But that is only part of the problem. Kash Patel, the FBI director installed by Trump as the loyal outsider meant to clean up Washington, is now reportedly caught in the middle of a growing drinking scandal, serious enough to become a discussion inside both the White House and the FBI itself. For Trump, who famously does not drink and reportedly views alcohol-related behavior with strong disapproval, this situation landing on his desk at the same time as every other crisis has only added more frustration, Brad. But perhaps the strangest and most revealing moments came directly from Trump himself during 2 public appearances where he said things his own team likely wished he had kept private. At a White House governor's dinner, Trump looked at his own cabinet officials and joked that every time they look in the mirror, they think they should be president instead of him. The room did not react like it was a joke. Then, at another event the very next day, Trump made an even more striking comment when he said he did not know how long he would be around because so many people were coming after him. The room reportedly went silent, not because of drama, but because the President of the United States had openly described a White House where the people closest to him may already be waiting for him to fall. Political analysts have spent weeks trying to understand what he really meant. Was it a slip? Was it a warning aimed at people inside the administration getting too comfortable? Nobody knows, and that uncertainty has become the story itself. Because what that uncertainty reveals is that the loyalty meant to define this administration is starting to break apart in real time. The cracks are not coming from Democrats, activists, or so-called deep state enemies. They are coming from the people Trump personally selected, defended, and promoted into the highest levels of government. Kristi Noem is already gone after congressional appearances Trump reportedly viewed as unacceptable, while Tulsi Gabbard reportedly drew Trump's anger after defending a former deputy who disagreed with the administration's position on Iran. In a White House where loyalty to the president's decisions is treated as the ultimate rule, that kind of disagreement is seen as a serious betrayal. Reports now claim Gabbard's name has also appeared in conversations about possible replacements. And that tells you everything about the situation, because when a president starts openly asking who can replace people, it usually means the current arrangement has become impossible to tolerate. When leaders feel personally betrayed by the people they trusted most, the instinct is often to clear the board, replace faces, and project control. But every firing creates a new risk. Every person who leaves carries inside knowledge about private meetings, decisions, conversations, and internal strategy. These are not low-level staffers walking out the door. These are cabinet officials with security clearances, legal teams, and personal interests that may no longer align with Trump's survival. Even longtime allies in conservative media are now turning publicly against him. Tucker Carlson has criticized White House decision-making. Alex Jones has accused Trump's advisors of pushing him away from real America First supporters. And Marjorie Taylor Greene has openly questioned Trump's judgment and mental state. Trump responded by calling them low IQ nut jobs and stupid people, despite these being many of the same voices and supporters that once fueled his movement and packed his rallies. Now those former allies are firing back, and historians may eventually look at this exact moment as the point where the coalition that returned Donald Trump to power began collapsing from within. Because what we are seeing is not only a staffing crisis, not only a competence crisis, and not only a loyalty crisis. It is all three feeding into each other at once inside an administration that was never designed to survive this kind of internal pressure. Trump built his White House around loyalty above everything else. He rewarded people who defended him publicly, kept people close who never challenged him on television, and chose officials based on whether they projected the image of strength he wanted around him. The result is an inner circle filled with people chosen more for performing loyalty than for actually governing effectively, and now that performance is starting to fall apart because governing is far harder than performing. Eventually, the difference between appearing competent and actually being competent becomes impossible to hide. One administration official reportedly put it very simply by saying Trump is extremely angry and preparing to move people around. That seems to be the entire strategy right now: replace people and hope the next group lasts longer. But replacing names does not erase the Epstein files, stop congressional investigations, end ongoing wars, fix economic struggles, or reverse damaging poll numbers. None of those problems disappear just because different people walk through the doors. And now the most dangerous question inside Washington is one nobody around Trump dares to say publicly. Is the real problem the people around him, or is it something no staffing change can solve? That question matters because once even the most loyal defenders start asking it privately, everything changes. The inner circle is not only failing Trump, they are failing him publicly in ways that are now documented forever. Leaks are increasing, investigations are growing, and media reports are being fueled by sources directly inside the administration itself. Trump is watching all of this unfold from a White House where, according to people close to the situation, nobody truly knows who will still be there tomorrow. He won a second term promising to be stronger, tougher, and more prepared than before. He promised a team of fighters, He promised a machine that would finally work smoothly. But right now, that machine appears to be tearing itself apart from the inside. And at the center of it all, Trump does not look calm, steady, or fully in control. He looks furious while watching the same inner circle he built slowly destroy everything around him. Another firing is likely coming. Another leak is likely coming, and every new revelation will probably come from the same building, from people with the same security clearances and the same knowledge of what truly happened behind closed doors. This story is not slowing down. It is speeding up, and the moment that defines how it all ends may not have arrived yet, but it is coming much faster than anyone inside that White House wants to admit.